Hi everybody, Yarn Fairy here with yarn. But before we go into yarn, I dye anything that will hold still long enough, as you all well know. And so we have clothing. This pair of pants and shirt over here are sold, as is the nightgown. Isn't that pretty? I love to paint. This one is probably going back in the drink because for some reason these guys were done together. This one actually was separate. He came out great. I love the little snow sunburst down here that's sort of, I don't know, I hate to think of a star going supernova, but anyway, he's beautiful. And then we have the nightgown. I waited so long. The customer has waited so long on this fabric. And she's going to have to wait a little longer because I have doctor's appointments and a surgery all week, and I'm not going to be dyeing, I don't think, unless I get a wild hair one night. And this is the rest. These are all available. Extra, extra large V-neck, extra large V-neck, and we got two very beautiful hankies that are sort of beautiful. Yeah, I can't find another word. I think they're gorgeous. Okay. So, what are we talking about? Let's see if I can get you back. Yeah. Hi. Oh, yarn. Did y'all want to see some yarn? Close your eyes real quick while I move you. Yarn. You can open your eyes. If you are not in our Christmas in July, you need to be, because that's where all that yarn is going and more. I'm sure there will be much, much more. For some reason, I've been allowed to knit. Oh, they're really far away. This here is, I went on a tofu spree. I don't know what's wrong with me. Tofutsi sock, if that didn't come across. So here we have Christmas presents. We have a long pair for a person who loves long pairs, which this is that color I made, whose name I can't remember, and then my blog got killed. He may never get sold again. And my baby girl, oh, she's not going to watch this. She's got this little, hey, stay off that, little shoe topper lace. And it's made out of all different colors of the tofu. I started that with my scraps. And then I went crazy and bought a whole bunch more. I know what the problem is here. Yeah, see it? My husband is really tall. He's like 6'1". I'm taking this down. And being 6'1", he's got this long, really long heel. I don't know if you can tell. I made up a heel for him. I put in extra here, then I knit my standard, and then I put in extra here, and then I decreased the extra because he's really skinny, and he's got these skinny little heels, ankles, skinny little somethings. So yeah, they make for an interesting shape, but I really think these are going to work. So I used 6 for him. I'm using 4 for me. Not sure how many increases I did. I'll have to count them when I get there. Oh, I am there. Where'd you go? So much stuff to tell you. So much stuff to share. Okay. Woolly nylon. I am never knitting another sole, ha ha ha, without woolly nylon. I probably just lied right there because there's going to be plenty of times where I'm not going to want to bother. I'm at the heel with this one. This is a new color that has been named on Facebook, and I haven't picked up. Intergalactic Kegger. I think that was the one that I liked. Ain't it gorgeous? I've dyed it several times, and I can replicate it if you want some. So, here's the woolly nylon in my sock. You can't even tell. Of course, I wear the pearl side out because we want to step on nice knot rice. Okay, so there's the elongation. See those little pookies? That's the elongation, and I'm working on the next one, so I haven't started doing any decreases. Yeah, we're a work in progress as always, and I like to work on stockinette because the old ticker doesn't. It's done talked its last talk. Okay, so I have two sort of heirlooms coming up. The one is it was supposed to be for 2022, so it'll probably be a little shorter, longer. I shorter because I have less yarn. I think I have 2580 in a ball, and normally we use 6,000. We get 2 balls, so that's 4,000 something, or 5,000 something. So anyway, then there's Rosie. Rosie is so these are the colors. I don't think they're staying. This one's a little too dark, as is this one. I've dyed this one again in big for the test knitter, and it came out really pretty. This one is, I think, hard to get, but I can't remember. Anyway, I will re-dye them again because I want to make sure that I know that I know that I know. Okay, and the other one is for people who are afraid to jump into a 6,000 yard puppy. So we have, what do we have? $2,800. It's 2,800 yards. It's open up the front, and it's only 6 wedge. So it's a smaller commitment. Rosie is her name. This is Leaves, and then I'm in love with this color, as y'all know. And I had to have pinks and reds because they're roses. And then this midnight purple, I just love it. Anyway, these have to be re-dyed again too because I started thinking about lace and how it doesn't like dark colors so much. We have done a lot of dark colors. We've done the Raven, which has done mighty fine. You wear white and those patterns just run at you. I dyed this for the green and then we didn't like it. So I'm going to dye it again. I dyed this. That's Raven, speak of the devil. I dyed this, and I'm not sure I liked it either. It's got some white areas. This is not the base either. I'm waiting for the base to come. I'm not able to get the cashmere silk. They just discontinued me until I finally stopped asking. So what I think I'm going to end up with is it's 70-30 merino. It's extra fine. It's at 17.5 and silk. So that will be lovely when we get to it. Since my brain is turned off, I'm not allowed to knit cables. Not even this cable. I can't remember once I get around. Oh, wait a minute. This is the one that, okay. That's why I can't knit it. It's not just the little one. See the little working right there? It's going madhouse. It goes big and lovely and wonderful. This is Kevin's kilt toes. I really, really, really wanted to make a front and a back and sides and everything, but this is where the elongated heel came from, because when I had him try it on, after I made the foot, it was fine. Then I went and made the heel. No, the heel was already in there. It was just a standard short row. Once he tried it on again, after the cables got put in, it couldn't fit. It was just... So I elongated that heel and I decreased fewer stitches away, and I'm pretty sure, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 33. Usually I work his on 30. So I'm hoping that that cable, I think there's more on the other side too, because it's where I was working the cable. I'm hoping that'll all work its way out. We know, hope doesn't always work. Had a visitor this week. Thought you might like to see him. Isn't he a beauty? I don't have a tail in this photograph, but if you look real close, and we're in Western Diamondback Rattle. Home. It's their home, not ours. If you look real close at the head, you can see it's not triangular, but sort of elongated. We're talking about elongated heels. see if I can stop shaking when I'm holding the board. See how his head just kind of goes straight? That means he's either a gopher or a rattlesnake. But what's interesting is all the predators around here, the flying ones, they know not to touch this pattern. So he's been gifted camouflage in a big way. We have snakes. I had to have diamondback. The diamondback hat is done. Might need some tweaking, we'll see. And the socks, the ball's been wound. I had a diagnosis. They took away my diagnosis. Now I'm just running through the oxygen. I can't just sit here and not have the oxygen up. I cannot move around at all without having it way high. So when I die, I crank it all the way up. And no, they don't think I'm coming off of it. So, Lemon Drop starts on this Wednesday. Ooh, today's Tuesday. I'm supposed to put out the clue tonight. Oh, so the other thing that the blanket turned into a cape this year. I don't know when this will come out, but ain't it gorgeous? It's just gorgeous. So you knit two strands at a time. This is our sock yarn, the lovely new stuff. And you start here. I don't like these particularly. So, and I think this one was supposed to be a 50 gram because this is small. I can't remember. I just know I dyed it and I was like lazy and didn't want to wind it off. So these three, they just don't go. Oh, look at that. There's a small blue. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm definitely redoing it because the greens are just not, this is hot. It's very hot colors. You almost want a Kelly green and a lime. And I had those colors up and I went, I always do those. Let's not do that. So I went with avocado, lichen, and I don't know who. It's too much for me to these. Yeah. We could start here. We need some hot colors to pop this because, they have the square and sometimes the square is lace. And then I have different kinds of squares. So those are the corner finial thingies on top of doors and stair railings for the movie with Judy Garland in that old lovely Victorian house. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I need a couple. Yeah. Beautiful though, isn't it? I feel like wearing it. Not in the 90-degree heat. You're not wearing it. So, a little bit of crafting. Maybe if I can unbury it. Like, not too. This thing. It would be nice if it was right side up. My daughter bought me this in Ralph's before COVID really started gouging our prices for everything. And now this thing, it was $1 for 2. $1 for 50 cents for this. And it's, 40 pieces of alcohol wipes, just alcohol and water. So I decided that I was going to go back to my baby days when we made baby wipes. I cut a paper towel roll in half and took out the core, stuffed it in here. It's my spiced chai that I can't drink anymore. I'm going to cover it with paper, really pretty paper. And that way, it'll be sitting there. What do I use this for? Getting dye off of everything. It gets it off of everything. Mostly. Some of the dyes, they don't want to hear about it, but yeah. What was the other thing? Oh, I'm doing did you guys know that I have a floss tube, which is cross stitch and embroidery? Oops, and everything is falling all over the place. The UPS boxes that are flappy? This was a UPS box. Now it's a Wendy box. It's all covered in here. and beautifulness. And I might as well take it a step further and show you this. I found this in my needleworker retailer magazine. They're selling for $40, and what they are is, you know, little zippered pouches inside. I was messing with a 4x6 plastic, and I found that it would not adhere to the plastic. The paper wouldn't. And so I went ahead and put craft paper, which is something you can sew on or you can draw on. So they now have the craft paper on them, and then I ran around with the paper. It glues very well to it. This is not the size. I'm going for the 5x7. They're coming in soon. I have the zippered pouches, pockets that are going this way, pockets that are cut in half, and pockets that are 3. Those are those plastic thingies. And then I have a bunch of paper, all different colors, in plain and lined. I didn't want to go into the graph, but now that I think about it, might be perfect for knitters who like to design on the go. You could keep this in your purse and just go for it. So cross stitch, knitting, design, or just having your knitting stuff in here. Take a picture, put it up, because I was thinking about making dividers and having the dividers be where you put your project, a photograph of your project. Hi, Mousa. She just can't stay away. Pretty girl. So in addition to that, I want to make, I didn't write this down. I want to make a planner where you have like all your regular planning stuff, so it will be all paper, and like maybe one pencil holder. And then another one that's like my daughter just got married. I was thinking this would be perfect for her. She's already got one, but like a journal that also holds all your recipes for that week and your shopping list. So that if you go shopping, when you go shopping, you get... Sorry, I'm starting to dry out. Hi, Mama, down. Oh, up. It's got to be up, Mama, up. Get off this. I was supposed to show them this too. Just a little bit of quilting. And I can't show you the entire thing because it's huge. And I'm making it bigger. This is for my son, who's LAFD, Los Angeles Fire Department. And it's upside down. Okay, so because they're all t-shirts, I had to put a fusible interfacing on the back. And then I didn't want it to be the standard, let's put the t-shirts in a square and put that square inside of a border of square. There's a lot to be said for that method because I wound up not squared for the quilt. So in this area, I'm going to square it off. Shh, don't tell anyone. And since I can't quilt it, my son has seen me crawling all over quilts for his whole life. So I can't get it back. He is going to tie it. I'm going to put the back on with whatever leftover flames. I've got these. He's such a pyro. He loves, he's loved fire since he was very young. So this job, putting fires out and saving people, it's like handing love. I can remember the first time he ever played that I knew of. Well, actually, we used to burn the leaves with the magnifying glass. I guess everybody does that. But he took out my hairspray. Huge Mexican tarantula had made a web all over our porch in like, I don't know, half a day maybe, because I go out that way to get to the water, and I watered almost every day down there because it's LA. He made a fire gun. It was crazy. He's kind of got that tweaky inside of him. We had a huge, I don't know, it was like from the 40s, bug zapper. It was massive, huge thing. And a June bug came and got stuck in there and was going real slowly. So Mads helped him along. We're all nuts here. Did I get everything? Okay. Christmas in July. The holiday club is open. The color work club is open. If you want yarn, go sign up, because this stuff over here is Christmas in July. In addition to that, you get, like, I don't know, a lot of patterns and stitch markers, depending on which level you choose. I highly recommend Supermondo because I get a 12-inch cube out and I just fill them. I fill all of them. I go down the line, fill them all up. Whatever I have, it's way more than you pay for. Like, you know, it says you're going to get 12 skeins of sock yarn, or 12 skeins. 12 for the Supermondo kit, you get 12 skeins of normal yarn, all different weights, or 6 of the luxury. Anybody who's been through my club knows that's a lie. You get, like, I don't know how many because I don't count them. You get sets and runs and minis and maxis and I don't know what all in between. And it's always, like, probably twice as much. Shh. Okay, I'm done. Oh, look at that. I'm painting bottles to hold my vinegar. Found out that Mod Podge is not exactly a good sealer. So I was waiting on this one. This one doesn't have anything on it. It just has, you know, my background, my filler. I really love it though because it's textured. It's got these little flowers and little braids and little whoop-de-doos. It's really cool. So I'm gonna paint little flowers on top of this, and then I found out that some kind of sealer, I've got it in the garage, which is nice because, you know, you go and you find these things and you find out you already have them. Bye everybody, see you next time.